Hello again, this is Matthew Miller from the ZDNet Mobile Gadgeteer. I had created a video the first time with the HTC Touch Dual and using the Nokia N95 that I had with me at the moment. And I wanted to make another video that was a little bit clearer with another video camera. And especially after I've had a couple weeks of using the HTC Touch Dual. I won this device at the Mobius event in a contest with Astroware Casino. And I gave it a try for a couple days, and then I kind of didn't like it, I thought, so I put it down. I went back to using the Shadow and the Nokia N95, and then decided, let me give this another try. And boy, after another week of full usage, I'm really falling in love with it. But let me show you a few things about it. First, let's do the quick little comparison. Here's the Touch Dual, and if you slide it up, you'll see this is what makes it the Dual. It has a standard keypad with 16 keys. There's a couple of hardware buttons there. They also have a SureType model, but you lose these hardware buttons, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to make that trade-off. So here's the Touch Dual. It's a very slim Windows Mobile 6 Professional, aka Pocket PC Phone Edition device, with a great rubberized casing, and very slim and small, fits in your hand well. And here, in comparison, is the T-Mobile Shadow. They're actually almost about the same in size, pretty close to the same in height. Thicknesses are very close. Length, it's a little bit longer on the Touch Dual than it is on the Shadow. And if we slide up, you'll see that the Shadow does have a SureType keyboard on it. Now the one Achilles heel with the Shadow is the battery life. It won't get me barely through a day. So the Touch Dual is similar as far as design and the slide up and keypad as something like the N95. Both has a keypad too. Okay, so let's get into the Touch a little bit. I originally reviewed the first HTC Touch, which at that time only had a 200 MHz processor and 64 megabytes RAM, and it was pretty limited. This Touch Dual has a 400 MHz processor, 128 RAM, 256 ROM. The only issue in the US is that it does not have 3G in the United States, and it does not have Wi-Fi. It does have Bluetooth, but I'm finding that it's still an acceptable platform. So when you first slide it open, the screen pops up, ask you if you want to do a bunch of new things, new email, SMS, MMS, that kind of thing. So it gives you quick access to a few of those functions. Now, this is the HTC home screen. As you can see, there's notifications for emails and text messages and phone calls. Press the sun, touch the sun, you get to your weather. As you can see, it's not very nice here in the Seattle area. There's some shortcuts, and there's managing your profiles, which is very nice to have on a professional device where profiles are usually not supported and hard to get to. This one, tap that, tap on your profiles, you're good to go. Even better than a smartphone device, Windows 6 standard device. So the touch part, here we go. Now this is also improved. I find it to be much more sensitive and much faster. And we slide up. There we go. There's my speed dial right now, and you can go through the different contact functions that they have. I didn't want to show you all my contact data there. So there's the quick dial feature screen. I'll come back to that one in a minute. This is your shortcuts. Unfortunately, I haven't found a way to customize this, but there may be a way to hack it and customize. But you got email, SMS, Internet Explorer, tasks, Comm Manager, and a calendar. So let's go back to this one. Music, photos, and video. In the past, when you tapped these on the first touch, it would just take you right into the Windows Mobile 6 standard apps, and then you kind of lose all the good touch features. Now it's a little bit different. So tapping music, get the right one up there, brings you to the new HTC Audio Manager. And as you can see, this is just my library, so it gives you a list of your songs, and you can, let's see, touch on one of these. and it starts up. It is Eye of the Tiger, one of my good workout songs I like to listen to. As you can see, the new Touch audio manager and audio player is very finger friendly. You know, play, pause, fast forward, that kind of thing. Go back to your library, you can scroll through your songs. Okay, now let me go back. So this is back in now. If you had played a song, it shows up with a little small minimized audio player that you can manage it right from the screen here. So Photos is the very cool upgrade. So you tap Photos, it goes into landscape automatically. Come over here, I'll tap on the, here you see the list of photos. I'll go ahead and tap on the default butterfly. Now they've added some features here, so if I wanted to zoom in on the antenna or the eye area, I would start up top and draw a full circle on the area I want to zoom into. And it does a dynamic zoom depending on what area you selected. You can even zoom in, I think, even more than that. Again, there you go. Zooms in, zooms in. If I tap once, I can bring up a menu. You can delete, you can send, you can look at the contact. If you tap information, it'll tell you some of these gestures. As you can see, there's a previous, next, a rotate, which is half a circle, a zoom in and out, which is a full circle, double tap to fit the screen, and a long press to enter the pan mode. Okay, so if I do zoom in again, and if I do a press and hold, as you can see, I can now pan around. Double tap should take me out. Then if I want to go to the next picture, just slide it back and forth. Some very cool features with the new Touch. Okay, and then just quickly running back, if I like to slide this up when I'm using it, and I use the Start button down here quite a bit. As you can see, it's a full Windows Mobile professional device, touchscreen, and what you might also see is they make these icons larger, and then these ones also appear larger as you tap them, so everything is pretty good at being a touchable type of experience. Look at my programs, and I've got a full Windows Mobile 6 device. I'm pretty impressed with the Touch Dual, and the only issues I guess in the US is there is no 3G and no Wi-Fi, but it has been a great phone device, and it's so pocketable. I also prefer standard mini USB for charging and syncing. That's a really nice function to have. Fairly decent 2 megapixel camera. So that's another quick first look at the Touch Dual.